Welcome to another episode of Tea Time by Girl Talk. I'm Elizabeth Vargas.
Christina Wright.
We've decided to bring you guys tea every week, the latest and the greatest, but we're going to dive right into it. Talk about Tamra, the disaster called Tamra that's happening right now.
Yeah.
Now, I know you like to be political, but I know that Tamra has got some serious legal issues right now, alleging that Ryan, Jen's other half, illegally embezzled money, or what was the allegations?
No, I mean, well, she apologized for what she said because she was on Watch What Happens Live. And so she basically made a comment about like she stole money from the Dodgers player or something like that. But
there's some illegal money action going on that she just literally brought it. Like, I know in the episode, she's like, how's the feds going, when she was hammered at dinner, when she was with Eddie, her husband, and they were all sitting at that table.
No, basically, he had a friend who was a bookie, from what I understand. And like the bookie was in trouble. And I mean, listen, like the whole world of gambling, like it's so stupid because like bookies get in trouble all the time. And it's really like more of like a tax thing because they're not paying the taxes and stuff. And also, you know, online gambling is supposed to be illegal in California, right? Like, so in Nevada, I mean, you can obviously go to sports books and make all your bets and stuff, but it's not legal. And a lot of the times, like that's what bookies get in trouble for. But he was friends with this guy, so maybe, I don't know, he was probably gambling with the guy. It's not a big deal. It's nothing illegal.
Yeah, because gambling is gambling. You bet, you place money, you place bets. If you lose it, you lose it.
Everybody's placed, a lot of people have placed a bet with a bookie. I mean, a lot of people have.
Yeah.
I've made bets with bookies.
So, I mean, do you think it was appropriate, though, that Eddie just sat there while Tamra just, you know, tried to derail Ryan and Jen's like defending? And I mean,
no, that whole scene was so,
it wasn't staged. That was literally just raw.
For sure. I mean, I actually felt bad for Katie's husband.
Yeah, he was just sitting there like,
yeah, because he was just like, what did I get myself into? I mean, he just seemed so like out of the kind of loop and like not used to that type of stuff, which I don't blame him.
Well, Katie had just told him that they didn't get along, that Eddie and
But I mean, there was so many things that I thought, like, you know, even like when Emily first got there, I mean, she was kind of like, she looked like she didn't want to be there. I felt like she was kind of making faces.
Yeah. But she doesn't want to be a lot of places right now. I think you're aware of that.
But anyway, so I think the whole thing started off very awkward, you know? And then, I mean, obviously Tamra was definitely overserved, right?
Okay, she says she doesn't drink anymore. In the beginning of the season, she's
how many times have you seen her drunk on the show this season?
Every single time.
Yeah. No, what she said is that she doesn't really drink when she's not filming. And so therefore, when she's filming and she drinks, she gets drunk like quickly.
Yeah. But also, is she still on her pain meds from her face being redone?
Her face wasn't redone, so it's just basically a
peel, right?
Yeah, it's a really aggressive peel. So, but they put you out so that you don't feel any pain for it. And the recovery time for it is about 2 weeks.
But afterwards, you are on pain meds for 2 weeks because that is
you're not.
Really,
on pain meds,
I heard you were.
I asked my doctor. My doctor did her face.
Oh,
yeah,
Dr. Jen?
No.
Oh,
my
which
Dr. Molds.
Dr. Molds. Oh, you're doctor. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Well, I just thought it was really this season, Tamra's been going after everybody. It seems like it's, you know, I never got to work with Tamra when I was on the Housewives, but, you know, it just seems like she's not the same Tamra she used to be.
I mean, I don't think so. I feel like she's always kind of been like this
outrageous
character on TV, you know? So, but I feel like it's just a lot more amplified and like extra this season because I don't know. Maybe they just know that like the show just, I don't know. I think it's just they play a part, you know? And I feel like she is going above and beyond to like show herself off and like be this like villainous type of character.
Yeah. Well, it's anything to deflect from the John Jensen, Jesus Jugs, Shannon drama.
I mean, I feel like it was like the first episode that we didn't really hear about it.
You know, it was nice. Wasn't it kind of a break? I'm like, if I have to hear what's her name? Not Jesus Jugs. What's her real name? Alexis. Talk about extorting Shannon anymore. It drives me crazy that she thinks by having videos, she's going to get paid. Well, John Jensen's going to get paid, which in turn she will, because the money that she gets from John Jensen's coming from, I don't know where the money, I don't know what's happening there. But the fact that she's trying to just come into this season and it's all about her. And then she physically, like you watched it, put extortion on the table, like legal extortion on the table. Is she dumb? What is she thinking?
I mean, listen, I'm so tired of hearing about it. I think it's boring.
Yeah.
And I think
How is she Heather Dubrow's? I think I like Heather Dubrow.
Heather Dubrow is her and Heather were really friends that were hanging out. I mean, like, I think they just use these as excuses to get on. Like, I mean, look,
because Heather's too smart. I'm like, okay, if Heather's this smart, badass bitch on the show, why is she friends with Jesus Jugs? This is making, and Alexis goes to some charity event, acts like she's all God's gift to charity.
If you ask me, they're two completely different people, so I don't even see them like hanging out together in real life.
Really? Okay.
I mean, I think that was all made up for the show. You know, obviously, like they brought Alexis to BravoCon last year. You know?
Oh, they did?
Yes, they did. So like she was all of a sudden in the mix, and then, you know, obviously I think she started dating John. Yeah. Because BravoCon happened in November.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, like, I mean, obviously I truly think that like this is a little planned out, you know, for her.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure she
doesn't have a storyline but banging John.
Exactly. And obviously all the conflict it is with Shannon, you know?
Wow. Well, I mean, with Shannon, you know, I know that Shannon, I always liked Shannon, and I know there's something going on.
Maybe you can get together with someone and get back on the show, Elizabeth.
Yeah. Who can I? Who's anybody? I didn't even have an ex-husband available. Just kidding. Actually, oh yeah, John was her ex.
Jim Bellino.
Oh my God.
No, that would be interesting.
Didn't Ryan hire Jim Bellino's lawyer?
That's what I heard.
Yeah, for Tamra's slander case or whatever.
Exactly, yeah.
So Tamra did do a public apology.
She did after Watch What Happens Live, yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think I'm never probably going to be back on the show. I wasn't that exciting, but it's just to be able to watch it. It's the train wreck every single season is like, and I'm just getting back into the groove of it. You know, I know the ladies now, so I never really thought I'd be doing a podcast, you know, weekly tea podcast, but you guys asked for it, so here I am. But, you know, I mean, first off, you'd be great on it.
What did his shirt say?
I'd rather be a smartass than a dumbass. Thanks, Andrew. So, you know, I think that this season, you know, getting caught up on all this, I knew Shannon from my season really well. And I've hung out with the ladies afterwards and got to know him. And I know she's actually a kind person. So the fact that...
Well, she made us fight, you remember?
Yeah, she did. Okay. Shannon's really good at that.
That wasn't so kind of her.
Yeah, why did that happen?
She tried to tell that you're a makeup artist, which was me at the time. Well, do you remember she hired me to go do her makeup?
Okay.
And then basically you had already gotten the job. And then so you thought that I was selling stories or that you were the new housewife.
That's right. Because I got in trouble. And she said it was you.
Exactly.
Shannon. I forgot about that part. God, she is a little sneaky one. But also these ladies have been on the Housewives for how many seasons has Shannon been on there?
She's been on there for a while.
Yeah. But okay, so let's talk about this new show Shannon did. So in the midst of all Shannon's drama with Jugs, Johnny, and Tamra's with Eddie, all that stuff, you've got Shannon filming a new show. What's it called again?
Love Hotel.
Love Hotel. So apparently the host of that show allegedly is like slept his way to the top because no one knows how he got where he's at. Everybody.
This is a new show, right?
This is a new show. Okay. It's like a dating single show. Shannon's on there. I don't know. Why didn't you ask me to be on there? I'm like single, ready to mingle and trying to find the man of my new ex-husband. Like,
well, I mean, maybe they will now. Look at you.
Yeah. Do you like how skinny? I'm like, come on, man. But anyway, so Shannon's filming this and apparently they don't get along really well. And so allegedly, John bribed the host of that show, Joel, to talk trash about Shannon and have everybody, all the bloggers, screenshot it, repost it, saying you're drunk, you're this, you're that. I mean, it's pretty harsh what they wrote.
Yeah,
like I'll read it to you. I mean,
read it.
This is crazy what he wrote.
Where'd you see it?
It's all over the internet. Anyway, he posted this nasty gram. Okay. So he wrote, just because you're a pathetic drunk on a reality television show, best known for a string of failed relationships and a DUI, does not make you a star and does not give you license to treat the people you work with like they are subhuman, period. They will make me delete this, but DM me if you'd like to see some videos. So he's talking to his bloggers about this. So I think, look at this. Don't you think? And then it goes on and on and on. There's more to that. That's just the first paragraph.
Yeah.
So I think Alexis wrote it because who else would write? And then it's like, and then it also goes on to say, poor John. What's the rest of it? There's,
let's see. Well, so who is he sending? But it doesn't say who he's sending this to. He just but he was obviously specifically sending it to somebody, right?
Yeah. He's sending it to bloggers.
But maybe she is being rude.
So
so you filmed with her first season. Okay.
Yes.
So, my interactions with her have been there's been times where she's been so sweet to me. And then there's been times where, I was like, okay, what's her deal? She's acted I used to see her in my neighborhood and she would literally act like she didn't know who I was.
Well, see, obviously I have a bad bitch-dar because I think everyone's being just themselves and I'm, oh, that's fine. And you're like, she just dissed you 100%. Yeah. And I'm like, no, she's just being herself. So
no.
I think you have more of a bitch-dar than I do. So you think Shannon was really mean to me during the season?
I'm asking you,
I
in the season that you filmed with her, did you ever see her having bad interactions with
she was
staff
nice to
and
everybody.
Production? She was?
Yeah, that's why I think that this was all made up for sure. I think Shannon.
Was there anybody on your cast that you felt was rude? Because remember, so before Heather Dubrow got fired, before she came back on when she was fired, there was a lot of rumors back then circulating about how she was really rude to
Heather Dubrow.
Yes, to production people and staff and stuff, and that she was just not nice and people did not like working with her.
Her champagne didn't come down.
And I've
heard
that from other people too.
Really?
Yeah.
Who else? I know who was really that the producers loved, but that the crew didn't was Bronwyn. They did not like her at all. But the producers liked her because she kept bringing so much crazy drama. So that's really the only person in my season. I'm trying out, and then of course Kelly. I thought that they were harsh on her because Kelly was. I think everybody liked Kelly.
Yeah.
Emily was just quiet. Gina, everyone. The only person I can only think of was Bronwyn that a lot of people didn't like. But
well, it's hard to deal with somebody when they're always drunk filming.
Yeah, but she said okay, so here's my take on the Bronwyn drunk filming. She claimed she was not drinking when we were filming. She was clearly drinking. I think she was taking something else.
No, I'm talking about, okay, so, they were, but so the season prior, when her first season, I was at the taping of her, they did this thing in that apartment that they had about the baby, it was her last baby or whatever. I forgot what it was called, like a last sip or something.
Yeah.
Whatever. It was some lame party that they came out with. And I was just okay, what did we walk into? And at the end of the night, she was so wasted.
Yeah.
It was crazy. She had
But I think she's taking water pills because if you take water pills and you drink, you get fucking crazy.
No, I don't think it was that. First of all, she was super skinny and then she would just drink and not eat. So if you're not drinking and then not eating, that alcohol in a tiny little person, you're going to get drunk pretty fast. And most of the time when, so when you're filming, you're there for a few hours.
Yeah.
Those filmings take forever.
Well, I think the revamp needs to happen. They've been trying to bring back so many housewives, so many new people. I really think they should bring back some just out. I don't know the political views on Bravo. I don't know. Everyone keeps saying, well, they're very Democrat. And I'm like, why are you guys bringing up politics?
Listen, I don't think it has anything to do with
politics.
Yeah.
Everyone's like,
if they like you, they're going to put you on.
That's what I think.
I just feel at this point, I think the cast can do a nice little shake up.
A little shake up. And do you think age matters on the cast?
If you look around, I don't think age matters because there's been plenty of housewives on New York or whatever. They've been older, but I've enjoyed watching them. I loved Ramona,
Over 60, you still will watch it?
I mean, I would still like. I would love to see Ramona still
I'm just asking.
on Housewives, but and to be honest, like when they came out with the new season for New York last year, I was kind of like, oh, I'm gonna miss them. You know, like I wasn't very excited to watch it at first, but then when I started watching it, it was nice and exciting and fresh, and it wasn't kind of like the same fight over and over. And so it was nice to see a new group of girls together.
Yeah,
and I think they did a really good job with the cast. And I mean, I don't know the new one's coming out, the new season for New York.
I know, I can't wait.
And they all look amazing.
Do they? Okay,
they
good.
do.
Well, I mean, they do a really good job with like, what's the franchise that's live right now?
Salt Lake.
Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Those ladies are snatched in their outfits. The girls wear the craziest stuff.
Yeah.
They've got great, I mean, we talked about this last one, but they do a really good job with casting there. What's up with OC? I don't get it. We have all these women to choose from. What are they doing?
I don't know. Maybe they're looking for something specific. I don't know.
I mean, what is up with, you know, the cast of Orange County? They just keep missing. Like we had, I'm a one-hit wonder. We had, who's the girl with the curly hair, darker? She was with the
Noella.
Billboard dude.
Noella.
And then Jen was a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
How many of us are one-hit wonders?
One-hit wonders.
We're one-hit wonders everywhere. Is this because is it because the producers just keep trying us and then like, nah,
I don't know. I mean, like they always obviously try to mix it up and like see what works and what doesn't. But
but it would be nice to have a normal cast that's just there every season that people get to know. Because when you don't get to know us or anybody and you just keep rotating us, you know, it's like.
Well, I mean, look, I feel like when they find something that works, you know, for example, like Jersey, they've had that cast for a while, right? Like because it's worked and like they've added a few people
because they cast it correct the first time.
I mean, yeah, but like there's also been like real life drama over the years. But like look at now, like supposedly the rumors are that they're gonna like recast that show, you know, because
Jersey?
Because of the feud between Melissa and Teresa. But it's not I mean it's not for sure, but because if they can't film together, right? And you can't get these group of ladies to film together and there's issues, what are you going to do? And those are your two stars.
What about Jennifer Aydin? You like her?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty. Oh my God, I just met her and got to hang out with her. And she's like you. The perfect skin. She smiles. She's just like.
You know, she has Armenian in her.
Yeah, okay, so they're Armenian.
Armenian and Turkish.
I watch her family on Instagram.
Yeah.
She's always family oriented. I love her. She dresses like a crazy. She showed up. I went to pick her up to go out. We're going to this red carpet.
Oh yeah, I remember I got mad at you for not getting your hair done.
Anyway, she looked gorgeous and I show up like a log. But she was wearing this bright pink outfit with silver everything. And I'm like, wow, that is amazing. So her attitude is really good and she doesn't drink. Nothing.
She doesn't?
No.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't. No, but barely. She's barely drinks. Like
maybe she wasn't drinking with you, but she's definitely been drunk
on
the show. Yes.
Oh, okay.
There's been some good episodes with her drunk.
Yeah. Do you watch Vanderpump or any of those?
You know what? Okay, so I've never really watched Vanderpump. I know this is crazy.
I have.
Like one of the only people.
I love Vanderpump.
I mean, I've seen like little bits and pieces, and obviously I see stuff, you know, through like socials and like friends talking about it. I mean, I just never watched it from the beginning, so it's like hard for me to get into it now. But
okay,
you know, I even tried to watch The Valley, but I was just too bored by it.
So you know, when ladies do these types of shows, like Kelly has her own recap. Kelly Dodd. Who else? Oh, Emily and Teddy have their own recap. Tamra has a recap podcast. I guess when you get off Housewives, you do a recap show.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a recap but I'm not good at it. I'm like, okay, do they watch all these shows to do these recaps?
Well, I don't think they watch all of them. I mean, but they obviously they focus more on Housewife stuff, I feel like, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't know. I don't really watch it.
Okay, so how did they got The Pretty Mess is coming on Teddy's, right? And
yeah, she's been on there like twice.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I love her.
Does she have, I want her so bad. I hope she comes on ours. That would be amazing.
That would.
If you're listening, we would love to have you. And whatever you need, give me your
Erica
writer.
Jane.
Erica Jane. If you want green M&Ms, you get green M&Ms. Okay? Whatever you need. No, but, speaking of Erica Jane, she apparently lost her earrings in court.
Yeah, we already talked about
I know, but we're going to talk about it again. Now the internet's saying they're backlashing on her, saying she deserved to lose them and she's a terrible person. I don't believe that.
No, yeah. I told you how I feel about that. I think it's a bunch of like bullshit, to be honest. Like, because it's like, leave it alone. I mean, nobody has proof of how those earrings were paid for. I mean, her husband did make a lot of money. He was a big time attorney, and I mean, they had the money to buy those earrings with or without the settlement of that case.
So speaking of husband and wife on Housewives, you've got Kyle and Mauricio. Mauricio apparently did this shady deal where, allegedly, did a shady deal where he, I guess, didn't take an offer from certain buyers so that his team could go in and buy it for a piece of property at a lower rate and then resold it and made millions of dollars on the profit of it.
Yeah.
That's happened not just with him, but with a lot of agencies do that. Kyle, do you think a lot of wives don't pay attention to everyday business dealings of their husbands.
She's not the realtor. She's not the broker.
I don't think she's guilty at all in that.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
They keep saying she stole all this money and she's fraud.
Well, I hate to say this, but when you're in the public eye, people are always going to try to sue you. They're going to talk shit about you. They're always going to try to come for you. So, that's how I feel about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think who's the one who went to prison? Who's the one in prison right now? The Bible lady.
No, it's not Bible lady. That was Jen Shaw. But she was like scamming old people out of money.
Yeah, she was scamming old people. Oh my God. Yeah.
Kind of like those like Ponzi schemes, I think.
Yeah.
Well, that was what she went to jail for. I mean, that's what was being said.
So what is your take on Kelly Dodd wanting to start of course she always talks, and it's she's not probably serious, but she doesn't like Tamra. Why doesn't Kelly like Tamra? I didn't realize they hate each other that much. I thought they were friends.
No, they're not friends.
Because Kelly's like, I want to sue Tamra.
Well, she was saying that they should all get together.
They should all get together and sue Tamra. But I thought Kelly was friends with her. No?
Oh, they haven't been.
Well, you're friends with Kelly. Give me the scoop.
I don't have it. Sorry.
You will never give me the scoop.
No.
You're too good of friends with Kelly.
That's right. I have her back.
Which, by the way, they need to put Kelly back on Housewives, regardless. Yeah. I really, truly believe they need that. Because Tamra's good to be off the wall, but to have an OG that's off the wall that everyone loves would be Kelly. And as much as Kelly and I, sometimes we fight. I know. It's okay. I did make up with Kelly, though, just so you know. I did apologize for my rude text messages. I was offended and I had the wrong information from the wrong person and I listened and said the wrong thing. So, Kelly, thank you for accepting my apology. But it was a sincere apology to you and her husband. And I'm going to say it right here that I made a mistake and I should never have taken somebody's hearsay and it to be the truth. So, lesson learned on that one. And I'm not just saying that so she'll start talking on my show. Maybe I am. Just kidding. So any other gossip we need to talk about this week? I mean, 30 minutes goes by quick.
No, I know. I mean, I think we covered everything.
We've got, let's see here. We've got, Heather McDonald, Ellen DeGeneres. She just launched her new special.
Yeah.
And Heather McDonald watched it, and they're both stand-up comedians. So I think that Heather gave a great tribute to Ellen DeGeneres on her podcast or on her Instagram. So that was super cool. Because they're not really competitors, but it's nice when you see them in the same field. Heather was really sincere on her message to Ellen.
Yeah.
It was really nice to see. You could see it. You could hear that she was like, I really loved her special. And I'm glad she's in a spot where she could give her praise, and so, oops, that's my phone. And then we also have the P. Diddy thing, class action lawsuits going on everywhere. So I really believe that there's tunnels. Don't you believe there's tunnels?
I don't know about the tunnels, but he did hire 2 more attorneys to his dream team of lawyers.
He did?
Trying to get a third bail settlement.
So they offered him $50 million and he got denied bail, right?
Yes, exactly. There's been 2 bail attempts that were turned down. So like he hired 2 more people to his like team of attorneys now.
Okay. God, he's going down.
Yeah.
I think like the Epstein thing, it's not just him involved. There are powers that be that went to those freak off parties, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think he should be released on bond and see what happens because it's, he obviously wants to get out of I don't think he's like trying to flee or anything, but.
Well, they're going to probably hang him in prison.
I mean, that'd be sad. I mean, you know what? I hate to say this. Like, it sucks
I hope
whatever
they don't
he's been
kill
doing.
him because
No,
I mean,
I was like, I always loved him as a musician. You know,
it's kind of sad that I mean, I
mean,
feel
he had
bad
some
for the
great music.
victims.
Yeah, of course.
But I don't think it's just him. I think that they use the oil, the baby oil, as like all this stuff is like a pawn to what's really going on. Like it's like what do you call it? A deterrent. There's something else.
I don't know.
Okay, then we got Jelly Bean Sweets, the mukbang chick. Apparently she's really, really sick now.
Who?
Have you ever heard of Jelly Bean?
No.
Oh, she's a
Jelly
mukbang.
Bean?
Do you know what mukbang is?
No.
Okay, Jelly Bean, if you're out there, we're here for you. We like what you do on social media. She eats abruptly.
Jelly beans?
Yeah. No, she just eats food. Never mind. We'll talk about it later. Anyway, Jelly Bean, we love you. We're glad you're healthy and you're staying healthy. Christina doesn't know who you are. I do. I watch TikTok. And then we got Justin Timberlake, who got off his DUI, a slap on the wrist, which is not good for the public. Basically saying if you're a celebrity, you just have to do an announcement on not to drink and drive and you're good to go. What do you think of that?
Well, I mean, what did you think was going to happen? Most of the time when people get a DUI, I mean, they get a suspended license for about 6 months and they have to pay their fines and go to like some AA meetings, I think, and then they're fine. I mean, like, so.
Yeah, 40 hours, I think, of community service.
But that's what will happen to any regular person. He didn't get into a car accident or anything. I mean, he was basically in a moving vehicle. He got pulled over. They arrested him for a DUI because he was over the legal limit of drinking. So, like, he didn't hurt or harm anybody, which, I mean, again, he shouldn't be doing it, which is crazy. I'm like, you're a big time celebrity. Like, why would you be drinking and driving? Like, I mean, clearly.
Why wouldn't you have an Uber or an assistant or anybody?
Clearly, you can afford a driver on standby 24/7, but.
Yeah, that's just
some
crazy
people like
to me.
To drive, I guess.
Let's talk about the Mendez brothers really quickly. We're running out of time. Just their documentary got released called Monsters.
Yes.
Have you seen it?
I haven't watched it yet, but I heard about it.
Oh my God.
I have to watch it, yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that next week because it just got released and I power watched it.
Too much to watch.
Oh my God, yeah. I sit in bed at night, I'm like, I'm texting you.
I know.
So we've decided we should do live. I think we should do live for these, right?
Yeah.
Where we actually have a computer and people can ask us questions and we can answer them as best we know. If you have any other ideas or any other thoughts on how Christina and I can give you guys a tea every single week, let us know.
You don't mind me.
You're so stupid. Andrew, my brother. If you have any other ideas on how you want the tea every week, we're going to make these short and sweet. Once a week on Wednesdays, release this tea time for you guys. We're going to try and just get the scoop all week, get the best information we can to give to you. Obviously, this first one, we're getting used to it. We're brainstorming on how to do it. But I think if we had we're going to do a live every once in a while, possibly, if Christina has time, because she also works like we all do. But if we can bring you the best possible tea every week, we will. So thanks for tuning in to this episode of Tea Time. I'm Elizabeth.
Christina.
Until next time, like, follow, subscribe, and support us on Patreon. Thank you. Is that good? Okay, great. Good job.
Thanks.